Hey ladies, welcome back to my channel. So this has been a fun little mini series of masterclasses. I had two other videos before this one on concealer, one on eyeliner, and then today we're going to be talking about how to get your makeup to not settle into your wrinkles. Are you ready? Let's get this beauty started. Starting off with my Dream Melt Lip Mask. I just wanted to hydrate my lips right now. They were pretty parched. The first thing is going to be really about prepping your face. That is your canvas. And I know that we talk about this a lot, about prepping the skin and really having this hydrated, beautiful skin. But I think a lot of women are missing this. I think we're skipping over it. I think we are maybe not really paying attention to the formulas for our skin type and what products are going to really help and really moisturize and give you that really great canvas, because it doesn't matter what makeup you're using. If your face is not prepped properly according to your skin type, dry, combination, oily, it's never going to work. You're going to start seeing pilling. You're going to have too heavy of a moisturizer. You're just going to run into a lot of problems. So basically, dry skin equals product clinging. Too much product, you're going to get that creasing that we don't like. And wrong formulas are going to really emphasize the texture. So let me show you what I'm using right now for just giving it a really nice hydration, but not overkill. I like to have my heavier products at night when I'm sleeping and my skin's restoring itself and it's going to be accepting all this product. During the day, I don't need to add on a ton of product before I do my makeup. So you've seen me in multiple videos using Sonsi. I think that's the way you say it. It is going to be a super serum. It's very light. It's very hydrating. It's really nice. If you want more of a bi-phase, this is from Clarins. I really liked using this also. It's a bi-phase serum. This has hyaluronic acid in it. It's really nice and it's light. So those are the ones that I would suggest. We're going to just use a little bit of this super serum on the skin. This really nice serum is into the skin, not too lightweight where I don't feel like I really hydrated my skin, and not too heavy where I feel like, oh my gosh, it's still not going in. I'm getting a very nice hydration, just enough. And then I've been using this Clarins. It is their Total Eye Lift. It is with the retinol-like technology, which is interesting. So I've been testing it out. They've sent it to me. I just use one pump and I'm going to go right around my eye area here. I find that this eye cream does rapidly absorb into the skin. I find it to be a problem if you put on an eye cream and you're sitting there trying to work it in. It doesn't seem to be absorbing into the skin. Then when you go to apply your Just Peachy, your color corrector, or whatever you're doing, you're seeing so much slip, like the product, there's like a barrier. So you want to avoid that. The sunscreen that I have found that doesn't add too much weight to the skin is the La Mer. Yes, I know it's expensive. I bought it, so I've continued to use it. It's an SPF 50, and I find it to be really nice and lightweight. So I'm not adding there's a lot of SPFs that are just way too heavy. That is where you're running into the problem. You might be using a really great serum and then an eye cream, and then you go into your SPF and then find that that's where you're having the issue. So I have found that this works very well. I test a lot of products. As an esthetician, that is my job. So if this is out of your price point, know that I have tons of other videos that do hit drugstore price points. You're just going to have to search on my channel. I actually just got a notification that I have had 900 uploads of videos, which is incredible. So there is a lot of information on my channel, a lot of resources. It's free information. There's free videos, free techniques. I hope you really take advantage of that, because a lot of time and effort has gone into these videos to really help you as a mature woman feel incredible and feel really alive. So what I'm going to be concentrating on today is just my face. I'm not going to concentrate on my eyes or my lips. I'm going to talk about just my face and where we're really seeing creasing. So the first thing that you want to do is use less product. And the way you can do this is by being strategic with the products that you use. So instead of just using a concealer and feeling like it's not concealing all your dark areas or your pigmentation, you're going to use a color corrector. Color corrector is going to be a game changer for you as a mature woman, because it's going to work for you. It's not going to work against you. So just by using a concealer, you might not be getting the coverage that you really need. Conceal will conceal, but it's not going to, you don't want to look like you're masking your face. So this is my first step, is with our Just Peachy. You roll it up from the bottom. It's like a little crayon, so you can get into the eye area. And I'm going to go right into this area here. Now, I have noticed, and this was an experiment over the summer, when I smile, I have my fine lines that we call linen lines. We call them on my lives on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. The ladies all write in about what we should be calling them each week. Wisecracks was one of them. We have really fun names for them. So I call them love lines. We don't call them the typical society, negative names. So in these little love lines, I can take my crystal clear lip liner. This is a clear lip liner that's going to give you a border around your lip if you have that feathering when you wear a red or a darker pink, or your lip liner doesn't stay and you have a fine lines. I have a little line that's right here where my Confidence lipstick does like to migrate. So I use my crystal clear. So over the summer, I thought, you know what? I'm going to see as an experiment, I'm going to take my crystal clear lip liner, because it has that waxy silicone base, and I'm going to take it in these little lines. I'm just pinpointing where I see sometimes my concealer or maybe my BB cream kind of gets in there. I just go like this into those little lines. Let me see, right there. That's the one that I like to pinpoint. If you have your foundation or your BB cream tinted moisturizer serum foundation going into the little laugh lines here, you can also just go down like this. It's not a big deal. It's not a big time consuming thing. You go around your lip. You don't have to be precise. It's clear. So this is a really wonderful thing to be able to do when I see that. Now, let's not get ahead of ourselves. So let me just take off the little Just Peachy, because actually I can keep it there because this is not going to affect it. Having your face be set up properly besides your skincare is going to be with a face primer. I have Fiercely Smooth because this is going to give you a fierce, smooth application, because mature women are fierce, bold, and unapologetic. Of course, the primer has to follow suit. So I don't use that much of this product. It's nice. It's like a gel. So you have this really hydrating, very cooling face primer. I just use it with my finger. So I concentrate really on the center of my face and then I bring it out. So I'll come up on my nose, I'll come out. What's really nice though is that this really works well with my super serum. It doesn't, you'll know right away when you put this on, if you feel like you're moving or it's pilling, because that means that your moisturizer or whatever you put on was too heavy and it's, not compatible with your face primer. So the face primer is on, feeling cooling, feeling hydrating, and giving me that beautiful, smooth skin prior to putting on my concealer, my BB cream. You're going to see it all come together. So I'm going back with my Just Peachy color corrector. The primer did not affect this because it's really my face, not my eye area. So I'm going to come out just like this. I like to just really target where the darkness is, not too close to my eye, and I'll come out. This allows me to use less concealer. So I'm going to take my concealer brush. Now the technique with really getting your makeup to stay and not be creasing is you're going to do a technique like this. It's really called stippling, but you don't want to be dragging your makeup all over your face. You don't want it to be disrupting. You want it to be placed where you need it. So this is where I need to have my color corrector right into this area. I'm not going to worry that my eyelids are pigmented. We're talking about the face and not having your serum foundation, your BB cream, your concealer, anything creasing on your face. Now, remember, I think this is a really important thing to mention because you have to have realistic expectations. If you have a lot of crepiness, a lot of really deep wrinkles, of course you have living tissue. It's moving. You're talking, you're smiling, you're doing things. Whatever you put on your face is going to follow with that. So you can't think that your makeup's not going to move to some capacity when you are a mature woman. What you want to do is you don't want to have that gathering of makeup. You don't want to look like everything's creasy. Your makeup will move though. It's not plaster. It's not cement. So I think that's something to really highlight because I've had people sit in my chair and not want their makeup to move. I will show you another technique at the end that we're going to do that will help with that. But you really have to realize that your skin moves. You want expression, but you want to give your skin the best chance, or your makeup really, not to crease. So we first did the Just Peachy. We're lifting that pigmentation. Now what I'll go into is my creamy concealer. I can use less of my concealer, which means less of the possibility of creasing because I've already lifted that color. So now I'll strategically place my concealer in the areas that it needs to be. I like to really kind of go here first. I do have a little blue vein right there. So I really like to sometimes put my head down a little bit. I have more of a puffiness or discoloration here. This is the eye I had the surgery on. Ever since then, I felt like the draining was a little bit different. So I'm okay with that because I can use my color corrector, then use my concealer. Again, with my concealer brush, I'm pressing it into my eye area here, coming to the areas that I really feel are important. If you put on too much concealer underneath your eye, close to the lash line, you will get creasing. There is nowhere for that product to go. So you want to start lower and then move the product up underneath the eye area. So you see here, I'm coming out. I went right over where I put the crystal clear. So that is wonderful. Gives it a little bit of a border. Concealer has now been placed over our Just Peachy color corrector. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go into the BB cream. This is a complexion blur. It is semi-matte. It is not glossy and greasy, which is taking out the opportunity for your BB cream to move all over the face, to gather in different areas. This formulation that I created is fragrance-free. It has cockadoo plum in it. You have a rich vitamin C, hyaluronic acid. This is going to look like you have more of an airbrushed look to the skin. It's not heavy. It's not weighty. Again, it's not that greasy and glossy where you feel like it's never setting up. It's going to move all day long. So that was really important for me. I use a pump and a half. So I'll do a pump and then just a half. I feel that that's enough. If I need more, I can go back. The real key is applying it with the foundation buffing brush. This is a brush that I created, 100% vegan, ultra soft. All of my brushes are very, very soft for you as a mature woman. You should never be using something that is scratchy, not fun to use, irritating. So this is going to buff it into the skin. Sponges, I feel, create the streaking. Basically, you waste a lot of your product, even if you dampened your sponge, because it just absorbs all of your product. I don't think that's the right way to go, but I also feel like you cannot sanitize sponges. That's a big thing for me as an esthetician. I like everything disposable. So I just press the brush into the product, and then I first put it on like this. So I have enough on the skin. And then I will do a little buffing motion. So this feels incredibly soft on the skin, lightweight. You're going to see that I didn't even put any of my color corrector on my pigmentation here. I'm getting a very nice soft coverage, not masking. That's what I really wanted for my customer. I didn't want them to put it on and feel like, oh my gosh, this is so much. Oh, it's so greasy. Oh my gosh, it's too much for my skin. Of course it's going to settle into my fine lines and wrinkles. We did not want that. So I spent years figuring out what was the best formula for 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. You can go on my channel and go under the playlist, Fierce Aging, and you can see this product on so many different women, textured skin, colors of skin, ages of skin. It's incredible. And I cannot wait to get to this part when I'm doing my Fierce Aging because the skin just comes alive. It's radiant. It's beautiful. There's life to it. That's what you want. You're working so hard on your skin as a mature woman to look alive, to look beautiful and radiant and dewy and fresh and all of the things. And then you put on something that basically just cancels everything out. That's not the idea. You want to look like, wow, you look like you just slept 12 hours. Your skin looks amazing. It looks really beautiful. It looks bright. That's what I want for you. So now I just went over. I have a tiny bit left. Do you see? I didn't even need that much just today, but I'll take the extra and then I'm going to tap on that little bit more of that pigmentation area on the outside of my face. I don't get creasing in this area. I don't want to add more underneath here because those are my weaker spots. So I'm going to take the rest so I don't waste it. And I'm going to just tap on this pigmentation area here. It's fine. There's not a lot of fine lines over here on the end. Maybe take it down on the neck, use the rest. So I have this really beautiful, fresh looking skin. It doesn't look like it's weighted down. It's going to really be nice because I don't have to really worry about a lot of creasing. I'm very strategic. I placed the concealer where it needed to be. I have the concealer on top, and then I have a beautiful BB cream with complexion blur over. Now, setting is going to be a very important part. I call it my soft set. This is a technique that I have created for mature women with the Nikita Banana. It's a brightening powder. It's pressed because I didn't want you to have too much loose all over the place. I wanted you to have a pressed powder, gluten-free, talc-free. Roll your eyeshadow blending brush into your product just like this. And then you're going to add it just where you feel that you really crease. So here for me, just at the beginning part, and then just at the outer part is where I'm going to be placing this. If you feel like you need to put it all over your face, that is fine. But I don't suggest that because I don't want you to dull everything out. I just need it right in here, and then I just come out here. Everybody's face is going to be different, but this is going to give you just enough. It's like just a little whisking on the face, just like this. It's not pressing it all in. You want to just really nicely have that finish. Another thing to do also to not risk getting a lot of creasing is going to be putting on a cream blush. So I have Classic Beach Glow here. Blush, bronzer, highlighter, all in one compact. This is almost like a skincare meets makeup. It absolutely like melts into the skin. It looks incredibly beautiful. It just has the face come alive. I'm using my foundation brush that's flat to put it on, and it sinks into the skin. It doesn't sit on top. So you're going to get this really beautiful looking cheek. It's going to complement, but it's not going to be something where you feel like, oh, I just added heaviness on. I can't lift it up over this area here. It's going to crease. It's not going to, because you've set your skin up from canvas all the way up to using special tricks like the clear lip liner. Then you can go into the highlighter and we go right over, right on that cheekbone, right on those love lines. And you can, I formulated it so it doesn't crease. It's not glitter and micro crystals and all of that nonsense on there. This is for mature women, specifically formulated, intentionally formulated for you. So it looks incredible. It's just really highlighting the skin properly. And then the bronzer, I'm going to just put at the base. And then I like to mix it in with my blush. So I just get a little bit of definition there. So less is more. Focus on enhancing, not masking, and your color choices. Softer neutrals and more forgiving than harsh tones. I want you to really think about layering your cream and your powder strategically if you really need that longevity. And I'm going to suggest a makeup setting spray. I ordered this baby one. I have the larger one I've showed you before of one size. I got a baby one so I could travel with it. And I don't love the fact that this is an aerosol, but if you're wanting to really set everything in and really have assurance that your makeup is not going to be going anywhere, maybe you have an event, maybe you have a really long day, you can spray this over your face. I just hold my breath for quite a long time and making sure I don't smell it, just inhale all of that. And then you are really, really set up. You're ready for that beautiful event, your day, whatever you're doing. So I hope that this really helps you. I hope the technique, the secret little tips from a pro makeup artist help you when it comes to things that you might not have heard of or maybe you haven't tried yet. I would love to know in the comments below, do you find that these are helpful videos for you? Do you want me to do more little mini masterclasses so you can really perfect your technique and feel confident as a mature woman? Subscribe to my channel, share this with a mature friend if you feel that this is something that she could benefit from also. And until my next video, I'll see you later.